and the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, back again, and it is Sunday, and you know what that means? It's time for weekly purchases, that time of the week where we investigate what came through the door via DHL, Amazon, UPS, United States Postal Service, FedEx, and of course, that KG outlaw to the north, Waylon Jennings. It is the weekly purchases in a San Diego Comic-Con week. Of course, a ton of pickups for San Diego Comic-Con. They just haven't arrived yet, but man, possibly one of the biggest wrestling hauls I've ever had here on the channel. It feels like Mattel just shot out a ton of stuff and a few others this week. Probably 3 rounds at least of weekly purchases. So a lot to get to here in this San Diego Comic-Con week. And it has been a busy week. Hopefully you guys have been following the coverage here on the channel. So many videos of toy news, and a lot of people have loved the toy news. I've had multiple rounds of toy news videos covering everything from San Diego Comic-Con. Wish I was there in San Diego. I've had a tough year. Work-life balance is a tough thing. There's a lot going on in my day job world, having to take care of a lot of meetings, a lot of conference calls, a lot going on around that. Not going to bore everybody with those details, but I had to miss, of course, San Diego Comic-Con. I'm going to have to miss PowerCon in September, missing WrestleCon and SummerSlam most likely next weekend. We'll see what happens with that. I'll be in St. Louis for meetings this week, so it's a long trip going back and forth. It's going to be a tiring week. I missed Rush reunion. I missed the Triumph reunion. Who knows what else I missed out on this summer? It's not been the year of Kyle 2026, let me tell you. But it could be. Of course, right now we're dangerously close to 60,000 subscribers on this very YouTube channel, and we're dangerously close to 10,000 on the second YouTube channel. So do your old buddy Kyle a favor, subscribe to both of them. And when my wife gets in here for the question of the week, we'll do the question of the week. In between time, I'm going to try to figure out, we're going to do a giveaway for 60,000 subscribers. That's what we're going to do. We're going to give something away for 60,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. And we'll announce that here later in this video in the mailbag segment. So stick around for that. And I guess speaking of giveaways, check out episode 69 of the Kyle Peterson Show podcast. As you can follow the rules in there, I do have a giveaway of my ECW book. So if you want a copy of the ECW book by yours truly, I am giving one of those over there. Very easy to follow the rules. Check out episode 69 of the podcast. Each and every week, the Kyle Peterson Show, every single Tuesday. Audio podcast on all the podcast forums and video cast on YouTube. Check it out if you haven't already. But as I said, that's about it as far as housekeeping goes. Nothing else really tickling my fancy. I will say one thing. That old outlaw Waylon Jennings, you see this Todd McFarlane? A little good news for old Waylon. He did finally get a Hollywood Walk of Fame. Man, talk about long overdue there. So shout out to Waylon, not just figure hunting, getting a Walk of Fame spot as well. So kudos to Waylon Jennings, and kudos for you for checking out the weekly purchases this week. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But now it's time to bring my wife in. It's time for the question of the week. All right, it's time for question of the week. That means only one thing. Angie is here. Angie, say hello.
Hello.
How are you, Angie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm horrible. How are you?
We're in clashing yellows.
Clashing yellows. And I've got the kind of the mustardy yellow, and you got the highlighter yellow.
Those go with my tan.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're working on that tan. It's summertime after all. Angie, it's San Diego Comic-Con week. How's that make you feel?
I'm sad for you that you're not there.
Sad I'm not there. Oh.
Poor little thing.
Next year. We'll see. But we'll see if I can get a balance, if I can do the balancing act. I don't know. But maybe next year you'll join me.
That'd be fun.
You got to go once, but boy, I don't know. You're going to say, why did I come to this again? Why am I here? Why am I here? I can see the ocean through the door, but can I go to it? Can I go to the ocean? Oh, but maybe next year we'll see what happens. I feel like we could maybe go there next year. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. More on that, I guess, when it comes. But we're covering all the San Diego Comic-Con news on the channel right here this week. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the videos, watched all the videos, enjoyed the podcast, episode 69. Angie, we celebrated episode 69. I should say episode 69. I got something right here. Go over, find it, of course, in the YouTube, or email TheKylePetersonShow@gmail.com. We are giving away in episode 69 a copy of my ECW book.
More yellow. More clashing yellow.
More yellow. But if you want a chance at the book, go over to episode 69 of the podcast, follow the directions. They're pretty darn easy directions. But Angie, in a plot twist, in honor of 60,000 subscribers.
I was going to say 69.
In honor of 69, Angie. No, in honor of 60,000 subscribers. Maybe by now we've hit 60,000, maybe not, I'm not sure, but it's coming soon. And I said, that's a nice milestone. It's a 10, it's a milestone. It makes a lot of sense. We're going to give something away, Angie. And Angie, I told you what it is. Grab it off to the side. Precious. It's a Pinnacle Jeff Jarrett. I ordered this fresh from Walmart just yesterday. So Pinnacle Edition Jeff Jarrett, I'm going to give away to one of yous, guys or gals out there. It will be this Jeff Jarrett figure. Now, to enter into this Jeff Jarrett giveaway, you're going to have to follow the rules here. You're going to have to leave a comment below. What should the comment be? Should it be a question for a future Q&A video?
Sure.
We'll do that. Maybe we'll bank them all for a future Q&A video. So leave your question in the comments down below of this very YouTube video. Check out weekly purchases next week, and we will pick one of them, and we'll read that one here as the question of the week. But you will also have to watch that video because you're going to have to be announced as the winner, and then I'm going to tell you to email me. So that's the only way you're going to win. Stay tuned for that, of course. But if you want to be in the runnings here for this Jeff Jarrett Pinnacle Edition, this is a $65 figure, Angie. $65 I spent of your hard-earned money on this. $65. And then I'm going to pay to ship it, too. So, it'll get you every single time. But
this is why you're not in San Diego.
This is why I'm not in San Diego. It's a money-losing channel around here. It's a negative channel is what it is.
All the clothes I have to buy for the videos.
Oh, please. But,
is that his movie, just the little peace signs?
Yeah, something like that. The Jarrett Strut. I'll fill you in later. But leave your question in the comments below this video, and then next week we'll select somebody to win this Jeff Jarrett, and then head over to the podcast. Maybe you can win a copy of my book as well. So
I might win it.
Maybe.
Then you won't pay shipping.
Yeah. Well, first you have to like the videos and comment on the videos and watch the videos, Angie. So that's a first big step. Then you should also subscribe to the channel.
You know I'll be hyping it.
Angie is the one stopping us from getting to 60,000 subscribers. You can just subscribe to the channel.
I do it and I take it away.
Yeah, she does. It's like, that's what it goes. Up and down, up and down. That's Angie right there. Just bouncing all over the place.
69.
There you go. But all right, Angie, enough jibber jabber. Let's get down to it. It's time for the question of the week.
Oh, gosh. TB Toycast, with San Diego Comic-Con happening, do you feel it's counterproductive for everyone to announce everything in 1 week? Certain things certainly get missed during the massive weeks of reveal.
Yes and no. Obviously, if you're a company, I feel like you got to say, I got to get my best foot forward. I don't care what these other companies are doing. I got to have a good showing. So everybody wants to announce a lot of stuff. But I've talked about this lately, Angie, and I'm sure you can agree because you've been paying close attention to my videos, as we know.
Everybody's got to be first.
Everybody's got to be
Second
first.
place.
Yeah,
First loser.
I always like to come first. And
You always do.
But I do think San Diego Comic-Con has changed a lot over the last few years as we get a lot of announcements leading up to it. And then once San Diego Comic-Con hits, there's not a ton of new stuff from a lot of companies. Mattel being a huge exception this year. The previous years, it hasn't been a ton of rollout stuff, not a ton of new news. So I think things are changing with social media rising each and every single day. All these companies are trying to get their names out there all the time. So San Diego Comic-Con, once upon a time, was a huge onslaught of stuff. That's where the news came out. Now news comes out all the time. So it's really took a little bit of the shine off San Diego Comic-Con, if you ask me. You can get, like, perfect example is Hasbro. They do a G.I. Joe live panel, but then they do the same panel for everybody on YouTube to watch. They did with Marvel Legends as well. And there's enough content around all the booths there that it feels like you're almost there without the big bill of having to go there. So double-edged sword for sure. But I do think some of the luster off San Diego Comic-Con and some of these conventions has been taken off because of social media. But I understand that there is still a lot of things announced, talked about, and a lot of things are lost in the weeds. But you also take that step back, Angie, of course. Not everybody collects everything. If you only collect wrestling, you're only paying attention to a small section. If you collect everything, like the TB Toycast and I do, we both collect everything, we pay attention to everything, it does get a little overwhelming from time to time. But Angie, if you're only collecting your Barbies and that's all you care about, it's just Barbie. There's Barbie. And it's weird too, is there's a whole other world of probably YouTube out there for Barbie, obviously. We saw it at the Mattel Revealed event, but I'm sure at San Diego Comic-Con, there's a whole channels dedicated to covering Barbie from San Diego Comic-Con, which is totally off my radar. I don't see anything. I don't know anything about it. It's just a wild thing to think of.
So what happens with this stuff? Is there exclusives you can only get there, or does it just get released the week of and then it's online?
A lot of news. Here's the news reveals, announcements. Here's what's coming for the future. Here's what you can expect over the next 6 months as far as action figures. But then there is exclusives from everything. Now, a lot of the exclusives you can now just get online unless you're on a conference call and you miss it, or you have a call and it takes you away from getting ready to do that pre-order. And then you forget about it. And you come back 10 minutes too late. It's sold out. I don't know if that's ever happened to any of you. But there are a few things you can only get there. I'm a little bit sweating. I need a little handkerchief on my brow because I'm sweating for the 1 of 500 Will Ospreay figure. Oh, there you go. Perfect. That's my little rag down here.
Whose is that?
That's very crunchy. 1 of 500 Will Ospreay AEW Jazzwares. I'm sweating that one a little bit because I think that's only at the show, but who knows? We'll see where that ends up going. But everything else, I'm sure I'll be able to track down if need be. But it's definitely not for the faint of heart, San Diego Comic-Con. But some great pretzels. I'll miss that big grandma slice of pizza and overpriced Diet Mountain Dew. Or maybe I think I get Pepsi. I forget. I don't think they have Diet Mountain Dew there. I think it's weird. They have like Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, and like Sprite or something. I don't know. So I'll miss all that. I don't miss from San Diego Comic-Con trying to get to the panel after panel. You'd say, okay, He-Man panel butts up to the G.I. Joe panel. You go to the He-Man panel. If you stay for it, you're going to miss the G.I. Joe panel. That kind of stuff drives me crazy.
Oh, sounds like my worst nightmare.
We'll have maps and stuff next year. It's going to be a whole thing. It's going to be a whole thing next year, Angie. So be ready. Angie will be there filming things, and maybe I'll film and Angie can just like do the talk and the walkthroughs on things.
That'd be so good.
Maybe that would be fun.
That'd be so good.
Maybe I can get you one of those headdress cameras and you can just walk through the whole thing, get your steps in, just walk it and just film the whole time.
Can I just do that with the Meta glasses?
You could if you had some. If somebody wants to send Angie some, she'd gladly take them. I'll never forget one time I was doing a walkthrough video. This is like 1 or 2 years ago at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm just walking through, like just walking up and down, just kind of getting generic footage. And all of a sudden this guy comes running up to me and like his hand up on my camera and does one of these and like kind of touches me. I'm like, dude, what's up? And he's like, you can't be filming. That's Sean Astin over there. There's no cameras. And I'm like, I'm like, Rudy is here, Rudy. And there he was over there. And he thought I was filming Sean Astin. Like I'm trying to get film of him. I'm like, I could care less about Sean Astin. I said, I'm just filming a walkthrough of the video just as I'm walking down this thing. It's just of a generic like floater piece, you know? And he thought I was just zooming in right on Sean Astin's nostrils or something. I said, if it was his dad, John Astin, I probably would, of course, from the Addams family, as we know. I'm sure you knew that deep cut. But I didn't want anything to do with Sean Astin. And now, ever since that day, I hate Sean Astin. I'll never watch anything. Almost makes me want to never even think about the Lord of the Rings ever again. But they just come over trying to block my camera like I'm just going hard on Sean Astin. Of all the people, do I look like a Sean Astin guy? Do I look like a guy that's ever seen the movie Rudy? I never have. I think I've seen it. You've scratched me like 10 times in this video. Angie keeps just giving me digging
I'm
those
getting back at you
nails.
because you keep going wild with the knees.
Well, I get
so
flaring, I get going, I get pumped up, I get fired up. He got me again. All right.
I've never had long nails. Well, I have, but not in a long time. So I'm not used to like.
Get it under control.
Length.
Get it under control. Get it under control. There you go.
That.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. She's growing out those Coke nails. You know what you're up to. We know what you're up to. Somebody's giving you were asking me for a key. I misunderstood earlier. So there it is. Anyways, Angie, if you want to be the question of the week, put it in the comments down below.
I don't.
I know you don't, but if you want to out there watching, you can be the question of the week. Put it in the comments down below. Or you can, of course, go to the podcast, enter away for that book, and I can even autograph it for you. Angie could put her thumbprint on it.
I'll sign it with my lips.
Oh, Angie will give one of those. Oh, my gosh. That's what we need to start selling. That's what you do. Kiss cards. Angie's kiss cards. We'll start selling those. Get that lipstick ready to go. Get that bright red lipstick. Who knows? Who knows?
Which lips will I use?
Which lips will she use? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Oh boy, it's off the rails. But if you want to be the question of the week, put it in the question in the comments down below. Get me all confused. This is lip talk.
Get you flustered.
Get me flustered. But put your question in the comments below if you want to enter in for that Jeff Jarrett giveaway. Make sure you're watching next week's weekly purchases to find out if you're a winner or not.
Or a loser.
Or a loser. Yeah, there you go. So there it is. That is the question of the week. Now it's time for the weekly purchases. All right, time for round number 1 of weekly purchases. Got a lot of stuff to dive into. Let's start it off. And how about we go to Pinnacle Series 1? First off, Walmart. I guess we can order them from Walmart. I got both these in through the door here. Jeff Jarrett and Abdul the Butcher. Fabulous, fabulous figures. I did also get lucky enough to pre-order the 1 of 500 Jeff Jarrett coming in December. An interesting road with these Pinnacles, as we've talked about in the toy news. Be interested to see what happens with Series 2. Hopefully, he waits till they're in stock. You can just order them off Walmart. You get them right away. I hope there's no long 1-year pre-order process on Series 2. My gut tells me there will be, but I'm hoping there's not. I would love just an in-stock drop when that time comes. And with the power of Walmart, we just order from Walmart and get it 2 days later. We'll see what happens there. Hits keep on coming over to Ringside Collectibles, the latest from the Coliseum collection. Yokozuna and Kane through the door. Interesting figures. We'll get to these on the channel very soon. And keeping it ultimate friendly, I did get from my local Target another Hacksaw Jim Duggan. This is like a 4-in-1 Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I mean, you definitely could. I got 2 of them now. I might wait for a clearance and get a couple of more. There's just a lot of different looks you can get for Hacksaw out of this. Kudos to the Mattel team on that one. And right through the door, right before I started filming, I got the Amazon exclusive SummerSlam Cody Rhodes Ultimate Edition here. So perfect for the SummerSlam week, apparently there. So got those through the door. Hits keep on coming. We go over to WrestleCon. We got the Demolition WrestleCon exclusive from WrestleMania weekend. Check out Nerd Closet, Matt Maniacs. So many good figures coming from them and a lot of figures in the future. We talked about them in the Toy News Miscellaneous Wrestling video over the last week. A lot of stuff in the future for these, so be on the lookout for more. We'll get to the Demolition on the channel very, very soon. Hits keep on coming over to Walmart, and to my surprise, on a Saturday morning at Walmart, I found the new Monday Night Wars. Found old Goldberg just chilling on the shelf. Of course, Lord Steven Regal. Got to track down another one. I believe this is a 2-in-1 figure, so hopefully I can find another one of those. Got Bret Hitman Hart, an all-time favorite of mine, and that's all I got. Unfortunately, somebody took my battle cry, and they took it very, very liberally, as there was no Ultimate Warrior. No Warrior left behind. Somebody was following those same rules. Only these 3. They left everybody except Warrior. What are we doing? I got to track down 2 Warriors, 1 from Min on Card Collection, 1 to open up. I'm sure I'll find it eventually, but I did get 3 of them there. And last thing for round number 1 of weekly purchases, hopefully you already checked out the review on the channel. It is, of course, Cyndi Lauper, Captain Lou Albano, and Rowdy Roddy Piper. It is the Mattel Creations San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 3-pack. So if you missed the review, check it out. It is up on the channel right now. But that's round number 1. Bring on round number 2. All right, the hits keep on coming into round number 2. And round number 2, we head over to Mattel WWE Elite Series 127. We got Bronson Reed, big Bronson Reed, his return to the Elite line. And then we got little Alexa Bliss. We got little Alexa Bliss right there. Playing all the hits, John Cena, the longest farewell, or maybe the shortest, I don't know. But we got another John Cena figure there. We got a first time in the line, last time in the Elite line. JC Mateo, a.k.a. Jeff Cobb. Got him through the door. Got Samuel Zane, Sami Zayn. Perfect time to get him a new figure out on the shelves. And last but not least of this series, we got Nathan Frazier. Perfect to pair up with the Axiom. Previously, we did have a main event figure of him ×2. Now we do have an Elite. Filling out that Axiom shelf, I guess. But the hits keep on coming. How about a little Brian Pillman Legends? Of course, Legends did go up on Mattel Creations. Got Brian Pillman right there. The return of Mark Henry back in the fold. We got the Earthquake, the Canadian Earthquake right there. And last but not least, a heavy one. We got Yokozuna and, of course, Dory Funk Jr. Build-A-Figure playing all the hits for me. Longtime fans of the channel know all about my love for the Funk family. Can't wait to dive into that set as well. And we're not done with WWE Mattel yet. We got a little bit more. We got, of course, from the vault, Series 9. Series 9, Shawn Michaels, old HBK. We got Diamond Dallas Page again. How about a little John Cena? Feeling a little bit of deja vu there. And then last but not least for this round of weekly purchases, we got AJ Lee. So very heavy on WWE Mattel this week on weekly purchases. But we got one more round. We got round number 3. All right, we got the third and final round of weekly purchases. A very heavy week this week. Through the door, already unboxed on the channel. Target exclusive Ninja Force, Shebang, and Scarlet. Check out the review if you missed that along the way. How about we make mine Marvel with the Target exclusive shirtless Wolverine? Oh, shirtless Wolverine through the door this week. We do got the Rivals Punisher. Found that at Target this week, as I did find the Moon Knight Rivals figure. And last but not least from the Rivals set, we got Luna Snow and Spider-Man. Now, this Spider-Man could be a sleeper. Luna Snow I am not familiar with. I think she's brand new for the Rivals game, so first time in the line character right there with the Marvel Legends Rivals series. Hits keep on coming. We go over to DC McFarlane this week. It is Superman Page Puncher Red Platinum. Found this at one of my local Walmarts. I was very excited to pick this one up. Looks like a good Superman if you ask me. And we got one thing left. That's it for round number 3. We're going to NECA. We got Big Bird from Sesame Street. Truly a big bird. Look how big that is. Bigger than my head. How about that? But how about that week of pickups for San Diego Comic-Con week? You don't even want to see the pre-orders, and we got more to come with Hasbro Pulse in August, I think, for those con exclusives. You know I need those Fatal Fluffies. Oh, hopefully I can track those down. I'd like to get at least 2 of them. We'll see if I can get that done. We'll see how that ends up going. But a lot of stuff through the door this week. But what did you pick up this week? What did you pre-order from San Diego Comic-Con? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We're dangerously close, at least as of filming, Todd McFarlane. We're dangerously close to 60,000 subscribers, and we need your help to get there. And maybe one day we'll get to 100,000, and then we can all retire. We can all retire. We'll see. We'll see. But subscribe to the channels if you have not already. 2 YouTube channels to keep you busy. You guys know the drill on that by now. Check out YouTube channel memberships. Check out Patreon to support the channel. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show. Available wherever podcasts are found with videocast on YouTube. So for another week of weekly purchases, you know what I'm doing? I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way to St. Louis in the Cubs and Cardinals game.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
Stop.